Hey everyone, this is Faith. From what I can tell, the efforts to leave the Mandela Effect community are going pretty smoothly still. Chanel has a couple more videos to make and put out, and then that will be it. Then she and Brant will be leaving, and then I can leave. I wanted to stop making videos. Truly, I did. But hey, I'm apparently supposedly this Satanist because I play video games. That makes me a default Satanist who wants all the entities in my home, even though I work hard to keep them out. It doesn't matter. The facts don't matter. I'm a witch because they said so. I'm a Satanist because they said so. Uh, and if I think anything else, I have sinned because I have not come into agreement with the nonsense that they're pushing. If I don't come into agreement with the idea that only their personal opinions are capable of saving me, then I'm going to hell when I die. The thing is though, if you base salvation on personal opinion, everybody is screwed because every single person has their own reasons for why someone else is gonna go to hell when they die. What is provable is that most of the actions Jose took were actually just to get a rise out of everybody involved. In general, we were preparing to leave the Mandela Effect community in a peaceful manner. Then he made his attack video. I told him what the video said, since it was praising the liars and slanderers in it, and he said no, that's not what it's doing, even though that was blatantly what the video was doing. That it was blatant, and Angela was actively encouraging that. This was all done as a publicity stunt to stir up trouble and mayhem, to get him more attention. He's a troll. Nothing more, nothing less. He didn't do it because he believed what he said. He did it to be a jerk, to be a bully. To... In general, I would recommend just don't feed Jose, and I would recommend staying away from Angela as well, since she actively encouraged all of his trolling because he stroked her ego. Jose sat there and claimed that we attacked him first. But no, he actually made his attack video first. Then everybody went to defend themselves and their friends, and he claimed that defending oneself was the same as attacking him. When no, I tried to have a reasonable discussion with the guy, and he refused to have any reasonable discussions. Instead, he just sat there and said, "You're Satanists because you don't agree with me. You're Satan's agents because you don't agree with me. Disagreeing with me is the same thing as worshipping Satan." I think he believes any of that? No. I currently don't think he believed a single word that he had to say, since he's admitted by now that this was all publicity stunt and was done in a trolling fashion. So I don't think he believed a single word of it. But Angela was there encouraging all of his terrible behavior. Do I suspect she knew there was a trolling thing? I suspect that she did. I suspect she was in on it. Can I prove that? No. So I won't say one way or the other whether or not that is the exact truth, because I have no proof that Angela knew. What I do know is that Angela gave Jose my real name at some point. Does it make me angry that she did that? Not really. Lots of people online know my real name. I generally don't hide it. I don't care if people know or whatever. But I accidentally leaked her phone number, and she flipped out over it. That was an accident, and she still condemns me over that accident. So she shouldn't have handed out my real name, because that is hypocritically doxing. She's gonna be mad at me for accidentally putting her phone number out there, even though I made a correction video blotting it out. Then she has no right to give my real name to anybody. And that is my personal opinion. Everybody was trying to leave the community in a peaceful fashion that was being worked towards. I was all set to completely stop making videos. I wasn't even bothering Angela or talking about her anymore or doing anything of that nature. Angela was getting left alone. Angela didn't end up back in contact until we all saw Jose's video, and since Jose's video stroked her ego, she kept encouraging all of what he did, even though he was just trolling us. He's a troll and a bully. That's all he is. He did what he did to get a rise and create chaos, and then the people who went to defend themselves are the ones who got blamed for what happened. That's not cool. The troll needs to be held accountable for his own actions in the matter, instead of this thing where all of his victims are the only ones who ever get shamed and treated like dirt. After all, this is not a school where bullies get away with everything and defending oneself is what gets you in trouble, right? I mean, oh wait, maybe it is one. Sometimes, from what I hear from Chanel, who actually has been to school, um, the the Mandela Effect community is like a schoolyard. I was raised homeschooled, so I wouldn't really know much about it in general. So, but I have heard the stories that if you defend yourself from bullies in a schoolyard, you're the one who gets in trouble, and the bully gets off scot-free from the teachers. It seems to be like a similar situation to that, if I'm being honest. I mean, is the Mandela Effect community some type of schoolyard where bullies can do whatever they want, and anybody who defends themselves is to blame for what happens? It certainly seems that way. I guess this is like a children's playground where teachers are watching, and teachers only ever punish the victims rather than the actual person who perpetuated the problem. If you defend yourself, you're in the wrong, but if someone bullies you, they're cool. It's fine. It's acceptable. Bullying is fine. Defending yourself is wrong. This is so stupid. Is this really the way that the community wants to be seen? As one that protects all of the bullies and condemns anybody who defends themselves from the bullies? It seems like the way the community desires to conduct itself for whatever reason. Anyway, since this is the internet, the best way to stop all of this, just block Jose. He'll eventually get bored when he runs out of material to work with. And um it would probably be best to block Angela as well, since she encouraged all of his bad behavior in the first place and did not care about what he did to hurt people. Just block them and try again to leave the community peacefully and just not bother with them anymore, because they're just. It's not that they're lost causes. I don't believe anybody is a lost cause. But I do recognize that none of this spat was very healthy for anybody. And again, we are just trying to leave the community in peace. We are not actively trying to hurt anybody on our way out. And It seems to me like, well, Angela is saying that we have this obsession with her or whatever. She says, I have this obsession with her. Like, I was leaving her alone for the most part. But until Jose's video. She encouraged Jose. In general, I feel like I have every single right to be upset with the fact that she chose to encourage a troll and bully. I think that deep down she knows that none of this was what Jesus wanted. Jesus did not want all the bullying or all the false accusations of Satanism or all the false accusations of witchcraft. She knows this deep down. I don't think she cares. I think she wants to condemn just for the sake of condemning. Why else would she say that I am a default Satanist solely because I play video games? I didn't know that the bar was that low. I really did not. But apparently it is. And if I don't come into agreement with how arrogant she is and kneel before her personal opinion, I'm just not safe because only her opinion can save me, of course. Questioning her opinion is heresy, right? There are a lot of Christian gamers out there who do not deal with the spiritual warfare that I do, and they're doing just fine. They don't love Satan or whatever. They don't have entities in their homes as they play all their video games, and they're doing just fine. So to sit there and say that because I am a gamer, it makes me a default Satanist who wants entities in my home, well, that ignores actual facts, and I think she knows that. I don't think she cares about facts. I think that in general, what she actually wants to do was to condemn for the sake of condemning. Not because it made sense, but because she didn't like me. I'm not gonna sit here and say she's unsaved and a Satanist because she disagrees with me and does things I don't agree with. But she's more than willing to do that to me. People are such judgmental hypocrites. I Listen, I just never want to deal with either Angela or Jose ever again. And I'm sure nobody else in our group, in the group, wants to deal with them either. So let's not. Let's just block them and be done. Because this community is only ever going to side with the bullies anyway. They never side with the ones who got slandered and hurt. They just side with the ones who bullied and lied and bore false witness and made false accusations. That is what the community has decided to side with. Though it's really not worth it to just block all the trolls, block all the bullies, block them, and then don't deal with them anymore. After a while, they will eventually move on to someone else. It is what it is. Don't feed the trolls, just block the trolls and pay them no more mind. I will see everybody next time. Thank you for watching.